Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Bad news for Canada PNP applicants. The Provincial Nominee Program has long been a beacon of hope for many aspiring immigrants looking to make Canada their home. However, recent developments have left many applicants heartbroken as stringent quotas threaten to derail their dreams. The limited spaces in this popular immigration pathway are leaving hopeful candidates uncertain about their future prospects. In this video, we dive into how the PNP quotas are impacting applicants and what it means for the future of those seeking a fresh start in Canada. In January, the annual announcement of Provincial Nominee Program quotas marks the beginning of the countdown for provinces to prepare for the influx of immigrants they are expected to accommodate. For many applicants, this time of year holds a special significance as they anxiously await the details of which provinces will be accepting new applications. Provinces such as Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia, some of the most coveted destinations for prospective immigrants, are often the focus of attention. However, the announcement this year has brought unexpected disappointment, with many provinces expressing their dismay over significant cuts to their quotas. The reactions were swift, particularly from Newfoundland and Labrador, whose premier voiced their shock at the drastic reductions in the PNP quotas. Despite the fact that the government had already signaled these cuts back in October, the announcement in January still took many by surprise. How can one be so gobsmacked when the details were made public months in advance? That question lingered in the air as other provinces also began to express their frustration. While it's clear that Newfoundland and Labrador's government is frustrated, their response isn't an isolated one. Alberta, for instance, had previously indicated that they wanted to see more immigrants settling in the province, but the reduced targets have dampened their hopes. Other provinces like Manitoba and Saskatchewan, which rely on immigration to fuel their economic growth, are also disappointed by these cuts. It's clear that, with the current trajectory, the dream of many aspiring immigrants to make these provinces their home is becoming more distant by the day. A closer look at the numbers. Let's break down the specifics. Newfoundland and Labrador's PNP target was reduced from 3,050 nominations to just 1,525 for 2025, a significant cut that will have major implications for the province's ability to welcome new immigrants. This reduction also takes into account the quotas allocated under the Atlantic Immigration Program, which is designed to support the settlement of immigrants in the Atlantic provinces. Thus, this total figure of 1,525 is not solely for the PNP, but includes the AIP slots as well, making it an even steeper reduction. In line with this shift, the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has set a new rule that mandates provinces must select 75% of their nominees from those already residing in Canada. This change aims to prioritize temporary foreign workers within the provinces, a decision that some may view as sensible given the high number of people already residing in Canada who are eager for a pathway to permanent residency. While this might alleviate some pressure, it also raises questions about the long-term impact on immigrants outside of Canada who were hoping to apply for these programs. The Northwest Territories also saw a drastic cut in its quota, from 300 to just 150. As a result, their planned reopening of the PNP in mid-January had to be postponed, leaving prospective immigrants in limbo. The government cited the need to reassess their strategy in light of these cuts. Given that both the Yukon and Northwest Territories operate employer-driven programs, this reduction directly impacts applicants who rely on employers to sponsor their applications, making it even more challenging for these individuals to navigate the system. The road ahead for PNP applicants. What does all of this mean for prospective applicants? The reduced quotas will undoubtedly make the PNP programs more competitive and challenging to navigate. Many people who had pinned their hopes on these programs are now facing a much tougher road ahead. With a decreased number of available spots, applicants must ensure that they have all the necessary documentation and employer support to maximize their chances. For provinces like Ontario, which traditionally has the largest share of PNP nominations, the reductions will likely result in a far smaller pool of nominations. Ontario's PNP quota for 2024 was around 21,500, but for 2025, this number is expected to fall to somewhere between 9,000 and 10,000. Similarly, other provinces that had targets in the range of 9,500 to 9,700 nominations, including Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and British Columbia, will likely see their numbers slashed by approximately half. Ultimately, this shift in immigration targets is bound to have a ripple effect, creating additional stress for applicants who had already invested significant time, effort, and resources into their applications. The advice for all applicants is clear: don't create an expression of interest unless you have the full support of your employer and are ready to meet the stringent requirements of the PNP. Additionally, keeping an eye on updates from provinces and remaining flexible in your approach will be crucial to navigating the changes ahead. As it stands, the landscape for PNP applicants is more uncertain than ever. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.